Hello, Ailey. Let's make a pop-out chat. All right. Okay, I'm set up now. Hi from Venezuela. Hi. I think my aunt's over there right now. You exceeded every been on the live stream. You were number one on the last stream though, Brittany. You were number one. They're walking the polar bear. One of our neighbors has a dog. Tessa! Stop it. Okay, our neighbor has a dog that I shit you not looks like a polar bear. Like, it is huge, it is massive and all white, and like this kid walks the dog and the dog comes up to like his chest. It's just like a giant dog. It looks like it's pretty old. I don't know, dogs that big don't usually live that long, so it might not be and it just looks old, but it walks very slowly. That bark though. Yeah, they get very territorial with that dog. But if they're outside, like if they're outside near the dog, the second they are like within reach of the dog, they roll over and show their bellies. I'll bark. Larf Pomeranians? Larfy Pomeranians? Oh, it looks like a polar bear to me. So I call it a polar bear. Thank you for the 10 likes, Kristen, on you now. What happened to streaming on you now? I am streaming on you now. I'm streaming on both right now. Hi, Michael. Well, if you want a dog that's quiet, get a puppy. Puppies aren't quiet. What are you talking about? I don't mind that my dogs are loud because they are a very effective alarm system. I like your lipstick. I'm not wearing lipstick. Ah, my phone's at 5%. Go charge your phone. Get a charger. What are you doing? In fact, hi. What's the sign for dog? You snap your fingers. Some people slap their thigh and snap their fingers, or just slap their thigh. I know for little kids, usually they teach them slapping on their thigh, but snapping your fingers is because it spells D-O-G. It looks like a snap. So you just snap, and that's dog. The phone is not open. Your dog barks at ice cream trucks. My dogs used to love the UPS guy because he was smart. He brought dog treats, and they used to have an invisible fence. We don't anymore, but we used to when they were younger. And so they were outside usually when the UPS guy came, and he would throw dog treats at them whenever he'd show up by. So they loved him. Posted on a Wednesday. I'm shook. Didn't she last week? I thought she did this week. I know she did. She just posted something about Bath. I didn't watch it. I watched Shane Dawson's video, but I didn't watch hers. But yeah. Didn't she last week? Am I imagining that? Was I just overly hopeful? I don't know. My days of the days of the week are all getting blurred in my head now. Are you about to eat a spoonful of cinnamon? No, I am eating crema. I was live like a second ago on YouNow on my phone, and they watched me bake this. Well, not bake, cook it. Now I'm eating it. I like the rock better. How are you in the car with no charger? Every car should have a charger in it. The one that you just keep there, like it's designated for the car charger. Are you willing to do a duet with a Capri Sign? I don't know. Maybe. I don't see why not. He comes up with a good song to do. A Bella car. So does the little, what are those called? Like the little thing that normal car chargers go in, does it not work in your car, Brittany? Ooh, I'm 65th in girls on YouNow. My Great Dane, and he is taller than my and I think you mean dad? When he's on all four. Dad is 6 foot. What? If people hit me up with a good like duet, like people who have channels and they're like doing their own thing, if they hit me up with a good idea for a duet, then depending on what I'm doing, I might be able to. Yo, hi. Hi, Swintone Productions. 4%. Your grandma's car doesn't have one, really? Older cars almost always had them because they used to be for lighting cigarettes. It's weird. Hi, Liberty G. What is the difference between girl and everyday? Repetition. So girl is once, and everyday is more than once. If you could bring back any Disney show from 2008, what show would you bring back? What shows were on in 2008? I really like Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom and Kim Possible. Were those 2008? They might have been before that. I don't really know. I'm old. 2008, I was in high school. -2%. YouNow sucks up your battery. So like if you go live or are watching live streams, you now will just eat all of your battery up. So for people watching, did you guys see my poll on YouTube? I never put a poll up on YouTube before. It says it got like, what, like 700 votes or something? So I guess some people saw it. But I'm curious how it shows up. Like, how do polls work on YouTube? Yes, you voted. Cool. What song did you vote for? Did your brother wake up from your singing? Yes. I didn't show him. That wasn't the first time I sang. I was down here downstairs singing in the front foyer because it echoes. And I was like belting the song. And after I finished the song, I heard him go, "Shut up," like from his room. And that's when I went up to his room and knocked on his door. I'm awful. What are little brothers for if you can't annoy them? Oh, you voted for Perfect? I think Perfect is winning for the song they cover this week. I put up a poll between 3 songs that I couldn't decide on which one to do for my first video for this year. And one of them was New Rules. One, they'll pick up the phone, you know he's only calling because you're drunk and alone. 2, don't let him in, he'll have to kick him out again. That song. 2 was Perfect by Ed Sheeran. And the last one was Charlie Puth, right? Wasn't it his song? I don't know, let me check. Oh, I can check on Twitter, I screenshot it. Oh, How Long? Yeah, Charlie Puth. How long has this been going on? Na 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 na. So as of, when did I tweet this? 4 hours ago, this was the votes. This is where it was at. So Perfect by Ed Sheeran was winning by a good margin. So it looks like that one's gonna win. I do really want to cover New Rules, so don't like think that I'm not gonna cover it just because it didn't win the poll. I'll still probably cover it. This was just a poll for like what I would cover first this year. And it looks like Perfect is the one that everyone is picking, so. I don't know how it works on phones though. Like, can you see it on your phone when you're not just like scrolling through YouTube? Like, I don't know how to share it. I really don't understand the YouTube polls. Like, they need to make a better way to share the polls on different platforms. Right now, I think you can only get to it on the computer, or if you're like scrolling on your phone down the YouTube feeds, like your subscriber feeds, I think it shows up and you just click one. And yeah. How do you finger spell double letters like look and book? For O's, with letters, there's different letters. I forgot what the rule is. For letters that don't touch, like L or like R, those kinds of letters, you drag it. For letters that touch, I think you just open and close it again, like P, P. But I think some people drag it too. I don't know. I see people do both. Like C you would drag because you can't like open and close it. So you would drag it. Like my name is Anissa, so I kind of like open, close, and then drag it to show it's 2 S's. A. I slide on my double row. See, I do too, but I know some people that when they're spelling really fast, they don't. They'll just do this. Like they'll just kind of like, there's 2 because you open and close it. I would look it up on LifePrint. Don't trust the things that I say. I do have to finish translating Perfect by Ed Sheeran. I haven't finished translating the cover yet. I haven't glossed it all. But once I do, I will have that. Hopefully, if I can find my camera, I'll be able to film it and edit and upload tomorrow. They've been so snuggly lately. If you follow me on Instagram, my Instagram has become their Instagram because they've just been so cute lately. They snuggle all the time. Like I'll put 2 pillows in the room and they'll both snuggle on one. And like this chair used to just be Milo's chair. And when Tessa jumped up, Milo would leave. But now they both stay on it and they just share everything. And they just snuggle. They snuggle all the time now. Your top fan, Baby Tart, is here. Hi, Baby Tart. I think you should do 7 Nations Army. Right, I do miss doing throwbacks. There's so many things I miss doing. I miss doing Simply Signs and Throwback Thursdays, little things that I did at Once Upon a Time. And then I like, should I be simcomming? Would you guys prefer if I was simcomming right now? Oh my gosh. What is that? What is that? Oh my gosh. Wait, did that really happen? Who are you? Ice Bear Bye? Guys, if you're not watching me on YouNow, if you're watching me on YouTube right now, someone on YouNow just tipped me a lot. I'm confused. Hi. How are you? That made me really happy. I'm confused. I never got one of those things that shows up in the middle of the screen before. It was like a little, what are those called? Globes, not globes. Snow globes. It was like a little snow globe. I've never gotten anything like that before. That's so exciting. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, hashtag Ice Bear Bye. I don't know if that's how you say your name, but why YouTube doesn't allow you to share your polls. I'm not sure why, but when I made my poll on YouTube, like when I shared the link, it worked if you were clicking on like a computer. If you clicked it, it would take you to the community page of my YouTube page, like my homepage. The community part is where the poll is, like in the section where you can leave comments. But yeah, I'm still thrown. I'm still thrown by Ice Baby. You threw me. You threw me good. You got me. Na, 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 na. Hi, Michael. Hi, what's up? Do you have deaf friends or do you just learn for fun? Well, I am, should I be simcomming? Thank you, Michael, thank you. Well, I'm learning for fun, but also because I'm a music therapist and sometimes I work with kids that have developmental disabilities. And so I sign with them, kind of like I simcom with them a bit, because for them, a lot of them are nonverbal, they don't talk, so they sign just a little bit. And it's very simcom-y, it's very PSE or like baby sign language kind of stuff, like simple or like made like simplified. But yeah, puppy, I like your dog. Look at them snuggling. Look at that. Take a minute. Take a minute. Take a minute to appreciate this. What? Look how cute they are. Look, they're so cute. Look at them snuggling. I love it. They're so adorable. They're best friends. If you want to, go ahead. If I want what? Da, 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 da. Worm! Hi, Worm. Hey, Anit. What? That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Quiet Girl, but I'm a lion. Maybe Jolista. I love how they snuggle, right? It's so cute. I need to make them their own Instagram just so I can post pictures of them snuggling. Look how cute they are. Ah! Na, 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 na. How are you? Hi, Worm. I am swell. I just made me some crema. I've been eating it. It doesn't look very good when it's half eaten. It's a cornmeal porridge, but I make it really sweet, so it's like a dessert. I'm teaching myself ASL. Do you have any tips on how to get better? Practice. If you have friends you can sign with, that would be ideal. I didn't have any friends to sign with, so I joined clubs when I was in school, and making these videos obviously helps so much. Making videos on YouTube, it helps so much. As long as you're not like butthurt about getting criticism, because you'll get criticism. People won't like it, especially if you're not good. They won't like it. But as long as you understand. Ooh, I do want to make. So tell me what you think. I want to make a video kind of talking about. I'm not featured in girls, guys. I'm featured. Anyway, I want to make a video talking about like how to make ASL song covers without kind of being disrespectful, I guess. There's a lot of people that really hate hearing people signing songs. And for good reason. Like it's not all like really dumb. It's pretty reasonable complaints. So one thing I would suggest probably is, well, actually a few things, and I might make a whole video about this on my channel. Why do people hate it? Because of cultural appropriation, disrespect, like a lot of things. But it seems like a good idea. See, that's the thing. You have to think about it from a different perspective, because it's like, how do I explain this? Okay, so if you're making song covers on YouTube in ASL and YouTube is paying you to do that, and then you make like teaching videos on like how to sign things, and you're just a student yourself, so you're getting paid to teach people when you're a student. And if you think about it like that, I kind of relate it to how people will say that they're a music therapist, but they're not. Like, I went to school. I studied. I have a certification. How do you sign that? I forgot how to sign certification. But like, I have all of the credentials. I worked really hard to get them. So to hear someone else saying that they're a music therapist when they haven't done all the stuff that I did, and they like don't know everything that I had to know, and they didn't put in the work, kind of, you know? So they're not really qualified to be a music therapist, even though what they're doing, they may think it's like super good and they're helping people and like they're really nice people, but also what they're doing is disrespecting my profession. And by teaching sign language when you're not fluent, or you haven't studied, or if you're not deaf, or you know, it's like it's disrespectful. You're demeaning everyone who did study, everyone who did put in the work, and they studied and they worked, and they earned that title. They earned the job of teaching sign language. If you just decide randomly that you can teach and you're getting paid on YouTube to do that, then you're like slapping all of them in the face. You know what I mean? And if you make a bunch of mistakes and stuff and you're teaching the wrong thing and then people walk around doing the wrong thing, it just doesn't seem right. It just seems so wrong, you know? Did you see the story of fake sign language in Florida? I've seen all of those. There's so many. Just like what happened to Captain Valor. No. Okay, so here's the thing. So you guys may be thinking like, oh my gosh, you're saying all this stuff, but you make ASL covers on YouTube and you're not certified. You're not fluent. So like, hypocrite, but no. Okay, so there's like a list of things that you should probably do if you want to make covers and not get hate or seem disrespectful. Like, and one of them, which is the reason I've talked about this a lot. Me and Captain Valor, the YouTube channel, we talked. He asked me for advice and I gave him advice and he chose not to take it, and that's why he stopped making videos. Because he was wondering how he got all the hate and I got none hate. I didn't get hate at the time. I still don't. And there's very specific reasons why I don't. One, and most importantly, I put a disclaimer. I put a disclaimer on all of my videos that says I am not fluent. This is not a class. I am not teaching you. I'm not a teacher. So that disclaimer is crucial. Like if you are making any sign language covers at all, even if you're PSE and you're still learning, you should still put a disclaimer and saying, hey, I'm a student. This may be PSE, but like I make mistakes and maybe I use the wrong sign. Like PSE is hard too. Like you can make mistakes in PSE. So yeah, putting disclaimers on your videos is just kind of important if you're going to make videos on YouTube. You just should, like, it just makes sense. You want people to know your credentials. You want people to know if they have to double check your work. And you want people to know that they can, if they have questions, they can ask you. They can point out mistakes if they see them, you know? Yes. Okay. Two, in your disclaimer, you should probably put resources. Like this one I just did recently. A few of you know, I emailed Bill Vickers, the guy from lifeprint.com, and I asked him like advice and stuff. And one of the things he said when he was talking about it, he was like, no, it's totally cool you're making covers. People just like, if you're making any money, you should donate it to a cause, or like, I was surprised he didn't put a disclaimer. He said it was against his artistic like perspective or something stupid like that. I have feelings. Anyway, he went away and runs away and puts a disclaimer on terrible answer. It's like when just putting a disclaimer is a lot of help. And in your disclaimer, you should definitely say whether or not you're a student, what type of sign language you're using, and where the proceeds from that video are going to, or if there are any proceeds. Like on my videos, he asked me like, it's just the money. Like people think you're getting paid to do this when there's like actual people like Amber Galloway who studied and worked really hard to become song interpreters, and they're out there doing their thing and not getting recognized like you are. And it's so unfair. And and disrespectful to the language. And I was like, oh, I'm not getting paid. Like, copyright is a thing on YouTube. You should know about it. So I don't get paid for any of my ASL covers because all of my proceeds go towards the musical artist of the song. So I make these videos purely because I want to make them. Like, there's no profit here. And then, so I put in my disclaimers that I told them, like, the proceeds from these videos are going to the musical artist, not to me. And if you are making profit, to donate it or say, hey, these proceeds are going towards this club or this church or this deaf organization, or I don't know, something like that. What are we talking about? Oh, I was talking about things to consider if you're making ASL videos online or sign language song covers online at all. So one, a disclaimer. In the disclaimer, I mentioned where the proceeds from your videos are going. You should not be pocketing it unless you are qualified to do so. And and resources on where people can learn. That's just nice to do. I mean, I doubt you would get hate for not doing that, but I do. And all my disclaimers now, you'll see, hey, go to lifeprint.com. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. That's just what I use. So go ahead, use it. And there was something else. Some people, if you read some of the articles about why people hate this, they'll say it's because all these hearing people are getting all this recognition. Is that a word? Recognition? Why am I learning another language when I can't even speak English? All these people are getting recognized who are doing ASL covers, but there are people who are like actual like deaf YouTubers or like people who are certified and qualified who aren't getting any recognition. Like, they're not getting the views. They're not getting the status that you might have. And it seems unfair for you to be gaining all this social stuff. Yeah, recognition, that's the word. Thanks, Joe. So for that, granted, I do believe that some of that is just kind of bitterness. Some of it has value because that's where a bit of cultural appropriation comes in, because sign language is derived from a culture. It's really rooted in deaf culture. So for a hearing person who has no experience really with deaf culture to get a bunch of publicity using their language while people in that community are using it and not getting the publicity, that's kind of like the definition of cultural appropriation. It's like another culture taking something and making it big while the culture who was originally doing it is not succeeding. It's like literally the definition of cultural appropriation. So for that, I started doing Feature Fridays, and I just kind of shout out channels, other channels that I like, that I think other people might like. I don't have like a huge following or anything, but it'd be nice if like the people who watch me watch them. And a lot of it worked. Like, you guys know, for one of my Feature Fridays, well, it wasn't for me, but like their channels got big, and that was really exciting. I have featured Jessica. She does British Sign Language and a bunch of like vintage clothing stuff, and she's a deaf YouTuber. And her channel blew up recently, and it was really exciting because I watched her videos before, like the random burst of fame, I guess. And I was sharing her channel all the time, like, oh my gosh, you guys need to check her out. She's amazing. And now she's like finally big, and it's really comforting seeing that. And, like, she is like a deaf YouTuber and she's succeeding on her own. It's cool. So just knowing that if you succeed to help channels from the culture you're kind of using, makes sense. Like, to use what you have to help them. Makes sense. One also, like, not like a huge thing, but yeah. If I made a video about this, it would be way more organized. My thoughts aren't organized, guys. When I talk, I just talk. I can't get over how cute they are. Look at her. Her head is on, it's like just laying on his butt. Look at that. Look how cute she is. Her head's just like sitting on his butt. Ah! It's so cute. That's a Milo Tessa moment. Look at that. Do you ever think of singing the song and signing it? I do that for sometimes at work in music therapy, but on YouTube, probably not. You guys should know I'm not super confident about my singing or stuff. Did you know about Ricky Pointer? Yes, I've known about her for years. But I met her at Playlist Live. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm not super confident about singing on camera. I'm not like the best at singing, guys. I know I'm a music major, but my instrument was piano, not voice. And although I had to take voice lessons for music therapy, I'm not super confident in my voice. So I doubt I'll be recording and posting anything anytime soon. Though when I make my second channel, there may be some stuff. So look out for that. But yeah. Oh, I'm number 10 in girls. Cool. I don't know why. But does anyone else know any like cool YouTubers that use like sign language or talk about deaf culture? I'm curious if there's like one that I don't know about. Like, thanks. I just got a bunch of new ones for Christmas and I've been kind of experimenting with them all. I used to have, you can kind of see the scar. I had a little rash on my neck, so I was kind of using them to hide it. Jessica Flores, I already knew her. She's hilarious. I shared her channel all the time. Like every week. I was like, oh my God, watch this video. Oh my God. Yeah, she's great. She's just hilarious. She just uploaded a video not that long ago, actually. Thank you for the 10 likes. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. I love her. Yeah, she's so funny. She's another one. I would love to meet her. She seems like so much fun. The Daily Moth. News channel for the deaf. Highly recommend checking it out. I don't know that channel. Let's check it out. What was I watching here? Oh, that's that. Okay. Let's check it out together. I'm going to check it out first. Make sure you're not creepy. All right, let's share screens. If you're watching on YouTube, I don't think this will work, but on YouNow, I'm going to share the screen so you can see what I'm looking at. Not that, this one. Yo! Okay, let's check them out. And this is one that I didn't know about. So do they just like sign the news? Don't be loud. Oh, is there any noise? Probably not. That would make sense. Good. Do they have... Oh, they don't have closed captions, so you really just have to like know sign language for this. It's very clear signing though. Oh, cool. So it's like a news channel for the deaf. It just like says what's the daily news, but signs the whole thing. That'd be good sign language practice since they don't have closed captions, so you really have to just like pay attention and understand the signs. That'd be good receptive practice. I'm a subscribed. Doo-doo. Okay, we can be done with that. All right, any other channels? Ooh, did you guys hear that? My nose just whistled. I don't know if I can do that again. It whistled. DTV News. Yeah, D-SPAN. I know them. I subscribed to them already. Do you have legs? Yes. I've got two. Any other channels do you guys know? I think I know most of them. Oh, that's cool. My legs, the fact that I have two legs. Super exciting stuff, guys. Riveting. Let's look at the related channels. I love discovering channels like this. They're so much fun. There's a virtual deaf church. I'm not super religious, so I don't really promote religious things. I feel almost hypocritical if I do. Okay. Well, if you guys find any cool YouTube channels, just share them with me. Probably on Twitter. I use Twitter the most. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Oh, there was a Spanish song that I thought about covering too. Crap, what song was it? Oh, the one with Demi Lovato. I thought about covering that one. I think it'd be fun. It's got a little Spanglish too. Anyway, I think I'm pretty much done broadcasting. I don't know what else to talk about. I only wanted to go live while I was eating because I don't like eating quiet. How cute they are. Like how cute they are. Ah. They're so snuggly. They look like, if you look at them from the top, it looks like yin and yang. Because that's how they like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now. So thank you everybody for watching. And yeah, I can't see who's like watching me on YouNow now. I feel like I shouldn't get off YouNow just because I am 11 and girls, and that's like pretty impressive for me. Never there. But I really don't know what to talk about. I do need to gloss a song though. But if I gloss a song, I'll get off YouTube because copyright. So I'm gonna stop streaming on YouTube, but if you want to come chat on YouNow, I'll still be there. So younow.com/ASL_Anissa. You can come see me over there. There's only a few of you watching on YouTube now, so yeah. Bye.